Hi, this is Emily the Audi Nerd, and today we're at JDC Miller Motorsport taking a look at a very special car. As you can see here, I have the new 2022 8Y Audi RS3. But this is a very special 8Y RS3. I helped our friends at Unitronic locate this car, and this is their new development car. Now let's take a look. Today we're going to be going over the differences and the things that have changed versus the previous generation. I will be making a significantly longer video when I have more time with one in the coming months. Starting off, I'd like to say that this car is 2 inches bigger in every direction, 2 inches longer, 2 inches wider, and 2 inches taller. Now, starting in the front, you can see it's significantly more aggressive, huge honeycomb, and they've made all of this completely solid now, where it was a little bit different where there was a bumper cover behind it, so you can see how it totally looks different. This car has the Black Optics Plus package, which gives you the black grille surround, which we're very used to. The Black Optics Plus gets you the black rings and badges, which you'll see up front, the black roof, and the fully blacked out wheels. Now continuing with the front, these are your matrix designed headlights. So there's going to have a design which you'll see right here of the animation. And the taillights do a really cool animation as well. These are actually tinted ever so slightly when you option for the matrix design too. Coming down just a little bit, you're going to see that honeycomb carried into here and these really aggressive real true vents. This one right here actually goes over the wheel. So if we come in a little bit over here, see it goes over and carries all the way along, and you can see these are the wheels, part of that Black Optics Plus package we were talking about, which is very similar to some of the wheels that most people put on their previous generation. You can see from this angle the really aggressive vent right here. It's very similar to the RS e-tron GT. Backing up a little bit, you can see the black side skirt all along down here. Another view of the wheels coming back. These handles are significantly different. They are much larger, however, they've been sculpted to be more aerodynamic. Coming along, you can see those body lines with the really big quattro bolsters back here. And come back a little bit more so you can get the full angle of it. The first thing I like to start out with is the comically large oval exhaust tips that are integrated into the diffuser, which makes it even more aggressive looking. Coming up, there's that honeycomb they carried from the front all the way to the back. Coming down along the sides, which gives it, again, really sitting there on those big haunches on your quattro bolsters. So as you can see, there's a significant amount of exterior changes, but we all know I'm Emily the Audi Nerd. However, I'm really an RS3 nerd, so I brought one of my RS3s along so we can take a look at them side by side. Wow, now seeing them side by side, these two cars, where they're supposed to be the same, they couldn't be more different. But I'm not just going to talk about it. Let me show you. We've talked about the exterior differences, but now let's talk about what's underneath. They both share Audi's 5-cylinder and the DQ500 transmission. The only thing that's really going to be the difference is the new RS3 has a new type of rear differential that splits up torque differently. We will be going in depth on that in a later video. On the previous generation, there was an 8-piston huge caliper. You'll see it right here. And for the newer generation, they opted for a 6-piston caliper with a much larger brake pad. The reason they did this is to upgrade brake performance and cooling. And a bonus, it saves weight and makes it easier to find other wheels to fit. The last performance difference I want to touch on is the previous generation came with the mag ride suspension. We've talked about it in some other videos made by BWI. On the new car, they opted for a more traditional adjustable valve setup like they've done on some of the other cars. Audi says this is to increase on-track performance and comfort on the road. Just doing a quick look at the interior, there's a few things I want to point out. First of all, in the American market, it's weird to see power seats on the new RS3, as the previous generation had no option for power seats. The one thing that I do wish that our cars had was the memory for the seats right here. Pretty cool, they're set 1 and 2, so that if my husband was driving or I was driving, we'd be able to easily adjust it. This one also comes with 2 different screens. You have your normal virtual cockpit screen, which is now the glossy new format, and then coming over here, you have this setup, which is very familiar and the same as the e-tron GT. Another cool techie thing they added was the new heads-up display. You can see it right there coming in along. So if you're wearing non-polarized sunglasses or just driving at night, it'll project on the hologram up on the windshield so you can see how fast you're going and some other information. And just for contrast, this is what it could sound like. Now, John and Mikey, if you're watching, I'm doing the first mod. I'm putting on one of my Stealth Unitronic U stickers. Well, that wraps up this video. I had fun taking a little bit of a look at this car. I look forward to when I have another one which I can spend some more time with to make another video for you. I also really look forward to seeing what Unitronic can do with this car. Thanks for watching.